Good day, video bloggers. I wanted to take a moment to introduce you to my Kramer number 3 IWB inside the waistband holster. Now, as always, when you're working with firearms, you want to make sure that they are indeed safe and clear. So, let me show you. No magazine, and they are clear. So, with the Kramer, it's an inside the waistband holster of very high quality. It's a very good price as well. You can probably pick this up, I think, off their website. It says it's $125. I ordered it with shipping. It was less than $135. It's a high quality holster built by Kramer. When I first got the holster, it was impossible. It was so tight, it was actually impossible, or it took a lot of work to fit the firearm into that holster. And that's a sign of a good high-grade holster. You don't want your firearm slapping around or bouncing around. They were very good on their customer service. They let me know exactly how long it was going to take. It did take them a few weeks to produce it for my firearm. But once they got it up and running, sent it out to me, UPS package, and I was very pleased once I got it. As you can see, we've got double stitching around the outside here, and this little portion here helps with keeping that firearm inside the waistband, and it makes it so it doesn't shift around while you're moving to an excess. While you're doing your normal daily functions such as driving or sitting up and down, standing up and down at a desk in an office, both the retention due to that tight fit and this little flap here do help to keep that firearm where it should be. It is an IWB, or inside the waistband holster. You can remove it by these snaps here. I prefer not to. One of the downsides of this holster was this snap here. Once it's very hard to re-snap it, so it makes it a little more difficult to take it on and off during the middle of the day, but I usually don't do that. So, also, I'd recommend making sure that your belt fits the size of the lanyard here, or the holster retention system. Now in this case, this is a 1.25 inch belt loop. So you want to have an 1.25 inch belt. If not, it does bounce around and make it a lot more sloppy and makes it difficult for comfort throughout the day. As you can see here, this is a retention strap, but also that extra piece of leather, what it does is it keeps the holster open so you can reholster it without having to use two hands, which is very important for law enforcement officers, security officers. If you're handcuffing a subject, you want to make sure that that holster is open so you can get that firearm back in there without much difficulty. As you can see, the tight fit on this takes a little bit of effort, but once you get it in there, it's locked in nice and solid. Now again, the first 3 days I had this, that was almost impossible to get that firearm in there. But what I did is I took a little sandwich bag, put it around the firearm, put it inside the holster, set it on my mantle for about 12 hours, and it became the perfect fit. So you can draw, you can reholster pretty easily, but as you can see, it has great retention. It does not give. I mean, I suppose I could shake that out of there, but it would take quite a bit of effort. So any of your running or jogging, anytime you're doing physical activity, that firearm is going to remain in place. See, it didn't even wiggle out at all. But when needed, you can draw fairly quickly and reholster. Now this is the number 3 from Kramer, which means that the pistol is raked at a slight angle. So it's leaning forward a little bit as your belt's parallel here. You can tuck this under a t-shirt, tuck it under a dress shirt, and there's really no place to tuck it in, but you just kind of wrap your shirt around here. And nobody will know that you are carrying. I tend to carry it at my 4 o'clock position because of that forward rake. It makes it easier to draw, and it also makes it a little easier to conceal. If you have any questions, please feel free to get a hold of me at the message box below, and I will be happy to answer them. Thanks.